to react, more like comment on Amber's newest video called Eating Candy on Camera. Total clickbait, of course. She does do that, but not until the end. I mean, this is a 43-minute video, so I've sped it up to 1.5. There is a portion where she shows her playing Animal Crossing on her Switch. I will fast forward that. I would just skip that completely. I did see a reaction video do this already. I mean, do this video, not skip it, but I'm gonna skip it because I don't, number one, I don't have a Switch and I don't play that. Even if I get a Switch, I still won't play probably that game. And it's just an unnecessary part, so I'm gonna skip through it to hopefully save time, but we'll see.
Hey guys, so if I look like a hot mess, that's because I am one. I just don't even know anymore. I don't know what to film.
And the funny thing is, she actually doesn't look like a hot mess. She looks, I mean, her hair isn't even that bad, even though it's just up. Like, she looks okay, you know? She's definitely looked worse.
I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I want my content to be. I go back and forth between, oh, maybe I should just vlog, but there's nothing to vlog. And then I'm like, okay, well, I should just do weight loss videos. But then I'm like, I'm off track right now. I'm not doing the greatest. And then I'm like...
See, but that's the thing about weight loss videos, is it is a journey, and you should trying to think of the right word. The one I was going to use is not the right word I'm thinking of. But basically you should video, your progress, even if it's not good progress. That's what I do. Like, believe me, there's a lot of ups in my weight loss channel than there are downs. But you know what? I'm still going to make them, because it's a journey I'm not going to quit doing or quit trying for. And so I want to see that journey. I want to see what I've gone through, and when I finally get past whatever is keeping me from just getting my butt in gear, I want to be able to look at those videos and say, yeah, that was me messing up. But there's no reason not to do those videos, unless you're just not planning on trying, then maybe. But
well, let's start trolling again. Like, that just puts me in a bad headspace.
I love how she admits, like, I'm trolling again. Like, she knows she's a troll, and I'm gonna be honest, like, this is still kind of a trolly video anyway. Mainly her just making herself out to be the poor victim, like she usually does, and we're all the bad guys, of course. So if anyone's to blame for anything, it's always us, but whatever.
And then I'm like, okay, well, let's start doing mukbangs, but that also doesn't end up right. But then I sit there and I'm like, no matter what I upload, people hate on me and they're mad at me, and it doesn't even matter. Like, even the fact that I'm down 70 pounds, which...
Right, which just means do what you want to do and stop worrying about what we want. Like, I'm not going to change up my channel just because there are going to be people out there who don't like it. That's why there are a million other channels out there you can watch. You don't have to watch me. I do this because I feel like I have some good insight. I've watched other reaction channels. In fact, recently I watched that Here She Is, or something like that. And while, I mean, it was fine, I didn't really get a lot out of it. And I feel like her commentary wasn't informative in any way. It was just her saying ew at some points and, like making assumptions, but based off of someone who has no idea what it's about, And while, I don't know, I think because I can understand to an extent on what a lot of these weight loss channels go through, especially because they're at the stage I'm at, where it's the beginning portion of the stage, just trying to figure out what diets are going to work, what workout routines are going to work, what's really going to get you in that headspace to lose weight. So I understand that, so I think I'm coming from it from an understanding point, so I don't always, I don't know, like, I feel like my insight is important, and if these people ever watch the videos that I make about their channels, then, maybe they'll get some insight too. But, I guess I was just also tired of, just like she's going to be doing in this video, a lot of them trying to play the victim. And so I was like, well, if you're going to play the victim, then let me come on here and tell you why, number one, you're not the victim, and why you can't just get away with that from someone like me, who's just as big, well, not just as big, but big, and who has just as much of a knowledge of what having an eating disorder is like. So, like, you can't BS a BSer, I guess is the best way to put that. Like, believe me, I've thought all those things, or told myself all the same things that they're telling. But I think the biggest problem with her and with Chantal and with a lot of them is that they're not learning from it. They're just continuing to do it over and over and over and over again. And that's what gets on my nerves. That's what gets on a lot of our nerves, is that they just don't learn from their mistakes.
I might not be on track, but I'm not gaining weight.
And all her stupid little hand motions and stuff trying to be cute always drive me nuts. Like, what is this? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, put your damn hands down and just talk like a normal person, please. Like, a human being, not some robot. I don't know what this is, but you're ridiculous.
It feels honestly really good. I'm balancing between like the same 5 pounds, and it's because I'm trying not to binge. But I did binge, I think, twice in the last week. It's just,
which is funny to me because I think in her last video she was like, I'm gonna try not to binge more than 5 times in a month or something like that, and she's already at 2. So I don't know. I feel like she's, you know, she's using this all as an excuse, and it's just ridiculous.
I'm just having a time. I'm having a time. I don't know what.
And that whole time versus time thing, someone else pointed that out, I'm going to point it out again, is stupid. I feel like she's totally trolling us when she tries to talk with a southern accent, because the majority of how she talks is not like that. So she's just being stupid and ridiculous. And, you know, she tries to admit she's stupid. You know, like, oh, I know I'm stupid. Yeah, whatever. You are, though. But, like, you know, I guess it's good you can admit it.
To do about it, I'm trying to remind myself of why I started YouTube, but why and how did I gain all these subscribers. I'm trying to think of what gets me the most views, what do people seem to be attracted to more, and I'm just trying to think of back when I used to enjoy YouTube, and during those times I would upload random videos. One day it would be a vlog, next day it would be a sit down video, next day it would be a mukbang, next day it would be a tag. I had no rhyme or reason, and I feel like that's when I felt the most myself, was because I was able to just upload what I wanted when I wanted. I didn't care what people thought, but now it's like I can't stop like going back and forth between what do people want, but what do I want, and it's just, it's such a crazy time right now that I'm also trying to remind myself that we only have one life to live, and it's like I have a whole list of regrets, and I kind of want to like stop that list from happening. So it's like I don't want to regret what I choose to do with my channel. And you know, I think back of how my channel started as a weight loss channel, and I had maybe 500 subscribers for like 3 years, and 3+ years actually. I only had like 500 subscribers. And then I started filming mukbangs, and that's when my views went ham. That's when I gained so many subscribers, and a lot of people are like, we're here for the weight loss. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, I hope this isn't her way of saying, you know, maybe I should just do mukbangs. Like, why not? I'm getting all those subscribers. I'm like, if you're doing your YouTube channel strictly for the amount of subscribers that you're going to have, then you're doing it wrong. And it isn't about your health, and it isn't about, you know, whether you live longer. You just want to do whatever's going to make you the most money. And that is so detrimental to your health. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why do you think you're almost 600 pounds? You know, and it's funny because she'll be like, yeah, you know, YouTube isn't the reason I'm overweight. But then on the next one, she's like, but YouTubers, but they want me to do mukbangs, and this is what does well. So it's like she's saying, okay, but they are the reason that I do the mukbangs, and they are the reason that I'm, you know, as big as I am or whatever. And it's like, no, you are the reason. You can't blame us for that. Like, I don't care. And I don't care which videos do better, whether it's mukbangs or not. You still have the choice not to do them. I don't do mukbangs. Could I easily do them? Sure. I mean, I don't like to watch them. Doesn't mean other people don't. I could get a lot of views. Who knows? But I just choose not to do them because it's not what I'm about. And it's not what I want my channel to be about. And so, like, maybe I might do, like, if I'm going to cook something, then yes, I will take a bite of what I cooked, and I will try to describe what it tasted like, and, like, you know, how well it came out, and that sort of thing, sure, but I'm not going to sit there and eat 5 times the amount of food I should be eating on camera just so these feeders can get their yayas off. Like, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
That doesn't make sense, because I see my analytics, I see what people are here for. I have, like, proof is in the pudding, honey. And that's when I get the most views. That is when I got so many subscribers, which I'm so grateful for, was when I wasn't doing weight loss videos. It was always when I was, like, vlogging or showing what I'm eating. It was mukbangs. Mukbangs was a big one. So it's like, you subscribe to my channel. Well, I'm not saying everyone, I'm sorry. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like, you subscribe to my channel seeing that video, and that's how I got a bunch of traffic. But then you're only here for the weight loss. It's confusing.
Yeah, but the thing that she seems to forget is that those that are watching now that are saying that they're looking for the weight loss videos are not the same people necessarily that were watching her in 2016 loving the mukbangs, you know? So there are new subscribers all the time. That's why she has more than 500 now. So these new subscribers might just want to see the weight loss stuff. Like, so that's BS to try to lump everyone together. I definitely prefer the weight loss stuff over the mukbangs. I don't typically watch the mukbangs unless there's some other reason that I needed to watch it for whatever. Like if she's saying something or talking about some topic, then fine. But I think that's the thing that she keeps forgetting, is that not everyone on this channel, or everyone who watches this channel, is the same. And they want the same thing. And if mukbangs do better and that's what she wants to do, then let her do that. Because she obviously knows what's going to work and what's best for her channel anyway. But if she cares more about not dying before she's 40, then she might want to consider not doing mukbangs, or, you know, eating excessively. And she might want to just consider working on her health. I feel like her health should just be more important to her, and it's not. And it drives me crazy, because on one hand she's like, oh, I had this infection in my belly button, and it was so bad, and I have this, and my lymphedema, and boo-hoo-hoo. I'm like, yeah, but if you give any shits about that, you would continue to do something about it, and you wouldn't start having all these stupid excuses why maybe I should just do mukbangs again, and I'm not gonna, you know, try to eat healthy and try to lose weight. And it's like, look, choose whatever you're gonna do. Get thinner, don't get thinner. Get healthier, don't get healthier. I don't care. But this, like, back and forth and trying to blame us, the viewer, for your issues is bullshit. Like, it is not my fault. And frankly, if you die of a heart attack, that's not gonna be my fault. Like, sorry, I don't take any blame for that. That's all on you.
I don't know. That's just my way of saying I don't know what's going on. So, laptop, hi. I actually went on YouTube. Well, the other day I went on Instagram and I was like, hey, ask me questions, and I never got around to answering any. So I decided to do it on my YouTube channel, because everyone has a YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, you have a YouTube. So I thought it was perfect. So I did a little post and I said, ask me stuff. I said, ask me stuff, questions, topic suggestions. That's 6 minutes ago. We already have questions, of course. So I'm just going to choose like random ones and see what you guys have to say. How does one eat eggs while being allergic? So the situation is, I'm kind of like an idiot, as you guys know. I get confused between the difference of like allergic and egg intolerance. I have an egg intolerance mainly when I have scrambled eggs.
Which that makes no sense to me. If it's an intolerance to eggs, it should be eggs in general, no matter how they're cooked. Like, I mean, is that a thing? Someone who knows anything about that? Like, is it how the egg is cooked that can determine how intolerant you're going to be to it? Like, I feel like that makes no sense, but maybe I'm missing something. Maybe certain enzymes are cooked out in a certain way. Like, I mean, is there a science to this? I don't know.
Makes me absolutely nauseous. My stomach hurts, it cramps, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Sometimes I get like a headache, I feel sluggish, I feel feverish, even though I'm not feverish. And I don't know, oh, my heater or AC, whatever that is, just turned off. So it's so weird how you get used to that sound, and then when you turn it off, it's like, well, or when it gets turned off, okay. See, I don't even know how to film anymore. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm rambling. People are gonna say I'm manic, which, that's fine, maybe I am. So, I do have an egg intolerance, point blank period. How is it a coincidence? Every single time I eat scrambled eggs, I feel like I have a horrible stomach bug.
Yeah, but you keep eating them, so, like, boo-hoo, go cry to someone who gives a shit about your bullshit, because I certainly don't. Like, if it was really that big of a deal, you'd stop fucking eating eggs. Like, I don't eat eggs all the time, because I just don't, like, I'm whatever about them. But if they gave me cramps and made me have headaches and, you know, maybe nauseous, you bet your ass I'd stop eating them.
Who unplugged the freezer and stole a Laughing Cow cheese wedge? Love that for me. Who unplugged the freezer? Easy mistake. Don't know. Becky and I actually stayed at her mom's house. It was literally we came back the day that I noticed that it was unplugged. So we could have done it prior to staying at her mom's house, or it could have happened when we were gone. There's no way of knowing because it was a complete accident. As for the Laughing Cow cheese, I'm laughing. Literally, I'm a laughing cow laughing at the situation, because a lot of people were saying, oh my god, that wasn't ruined because the seal wasn't broken. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But
yeah, see, we're not talking about the main seal on the main package. What we're talking about is inside each cheese is individually sealed. So even if someone took a piece, it still didn't tamper with the individually sealed ones that you could have still eaten. That is what we're talking about. You are so dumb that you can't figure it out, and it drives me freaking crazy. See, and I think that's another thing that makes me mad too. It's like trying to explain something to her is like trying to explain it to a 2-year-old. If you don't use the right language and you're not extremely, extremely descriptive exactly what you mean, she doesn't understand it. She's not smart enough to figure it out, and it kind of it breaks my heart. Like, I feel like she shouldn't be making videos. Like, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want a 2-year-old making videos, you know, because what are they going to talk about? They're 2. Their brain capacity isn't high enough yet. And that's where she's at. And I wish, you know, sometimes I think she should just stop. But I know she won't, because without this, she won't make any money. But who knows? Maybe one day YouTube will stop being lucrative and people like her will just disappear into the what is it, the ether?
But when I picked up the cheese, like the actual container part was 100% open, and it was no one in the house who did it. So I'm not gonna eat something that, especially with what's going on now, someone obviously touched it in the store, filled with it, opened it, and took out a cheese wedge. I don't know why. Any suggestions for some good shows on Netflix? I'm going stir crazy on Netflix. Oh my god, I've honestly been like a Hulu girl, or I've been paying for stuff on YouTube to watch, or I've been paying for stuff on Amazon. So lately, what I've really been liking is Little Fires Everywhere. I honestly love it. So good. Reese Witherspoon is my life. So I've also been watching Big Little Lies, which also Reese Witherspoon. The cast, amazing. The storyline, amazing. I just now am starting season 2. Y'all, the first season had me shook. I was completely shocked at the ending. Why don't you try going to a park, possibly the same park I saw Eric and Ricky go to for walks. There's benches and places to sit if you need a break, and you can film the entire thing, take Twinkies, you would appreciate it. So, you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, an excuse. All parks are closed here. Every single thing is closed here besides essential stuff. And they don't consider parks essential. Lakes are closed, parks, any...
Yeah, the reaction channel that I watched was like, well, you could just do it in your backyard. She mentions that she takes Twinkie out in her backyard. I don't know, other than her walking to the edge to sit down while Twinkie goes out, I don't think she actually gets any workout her own. So I do agree that she could also be walking while she's in the backyard. She doesn't need a park for that. You know, I live in an apartment complex, but they have a little playground area, and they have sidewalks. I could literally walk this whole complex if I really wanted to. Now, I'm lucky because I have a car and I can drive to, you know, a trail or something like that, which is what I prefer because it's beautiful and I like nature. But if I didn't have that option, I could still walk. You know, I could still do something.
Anything like that. Why won't you cut Twinkie's nails? I actually do not cut them. The vet does, and she has a continuous, like, appointment. She goes at the same time, if that makes sense. What?
I feel like since a lot of people are still saying that her nails are long, you might want to talk to the vet and say, can we do it more often? Like, maybe it's not often enough. I don't know. But then I also think, like, if it's not really bothering Twinkie and she's not constantly snagging her nails on things and bleeding and that sort of thing, then it's okay. A little long's not going to hurt her. You know, I think people do kind of get a little overly picky about certain things like that. But, like, well, see, my cat, they're cats, so I don't actually have to cut their nails. They have a scratching post and a huge cat tree and my couch. So, like, they're good in that matter. Now, sometimes I will do it, especially if they get very climby on me. Like, I don't think you can actually see this, but I got scratched a little bit here because my cat climbed me like the tree. So, in those cases, sometimes I'll be like, you know, I'm going to clip their nails, but it's not 100% necessary.
And the last time we took her, you guys actually saw it was a vlog, it was recent. Do you have any goals you want to achieve by the end?
Yeah, and just so people, if they don't know, she is muting out anything regarding this virus that's been going on. I know you can be demonetized, but since I'm not monetized, I don't care about that. But I think they're also taking, I don't know if they're just demonetizing people who talk about it, or whether they're also taking down the videos. So in that case, I will refrain from talking about it. But like I said, I'll cuss, I'll do whatever, I don't care. I'm not monetized, so who cares? And even if I ever become monetized, these videos will be so old anyway that I'm not going to monetize them anyway. So I'm not worried about that. But that's why there will be a lot of blurs. Although, honestly, she could have just, I mean, unless this was an afterthought, she could have just said, you know what, I'm not going to say this, I'm going to say this instead. Because when she blurs it, sometimes she blurs the words or two before or after, so then it's hard to understand exactly what she just said.
Stop being manic, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, I have not been doing good. You guys know that. My depression, my anxiety, like yesterday I had a full-fledged panic attack in front of Eric, Ricky, and Becky. Normally just in front of Becky, but it was in front of Eric and Ricky, and it lasted about 10 minutes. I could, like, you guys, I don't know.
So I feel so bad for Becky in certain ways, because like I could not be with someone like her. Like while, you know, like whatever people, there's someone out there for everyone. Like I could not be with someone as high maintenance emotionally as she is, because that's just very hard for me, and I'm very low maintenance when it comes to stuff like that. So I need someone in my life that's just as low maintenance as me. And so like I could not deal with her, but it's not even just like her anxiety or anything like that. Like, you know, that's something that she can't control, but it's just her attitude and the way she is. Like I could not be with someone who's so delusional, and, you know, who is so trolly and just all these other things. Like I just couldn't do it.
Not everyone knows like how a panic attack like goes, but a lot of people do, because a lot of people struggle with it, and it's nice to know I'm not alone, but it also sucks knowing that other people have to like deal with it. And it was terrifying. It was probably one of the worst ones I've had in a long time, and afterwards I felt so ashamed and embarrassed. But my mental health state has not been good. I think it's making it to where my Lamictal, which is the mood stabilizer I've been taking, which, you guys, it helped for months and months and months, but now with this whole thing going on, I am completely losing myself, and it's so bad that I feel like the medicine's no longer working. So I honestly cannot wait for this whole thing to be over, because I feel myself going backwards for sure. But yeah, the goals I have is to just, let's be sane, please. What are you doing to keep from being bored during this? You guys really want to know, like, point blank period?
Okay, this is the part I'm gonna skip, because basically what she's saying is I'm playing my Switch, yay, and I have all this stuff, and I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, I don't give two craps. So I'm gonna skip that a little bit. All right.
So that's what I've been doing.
There you go. See, got it right at the right.
What are you doing for self-care during the pandemic? Nothing. Have you?
See, why does pandemic taken out? Like, a pandemic is a pandemic. Like, it's a thing. There is a game, I think, that's called Pandemic. In fact, I think I have that game. Like, that's not a bad word. She does not need to mute that out. That's just dumb.
What's up, any new hobbies? Well, no. How much do you spend on eating out in a week alone? Why don't you watch Twinkie? Also, why do you shop so often? These things are no longer relevant. I never.
Yeah, see, she says that, but the only reason they're not relevant is because of what's going on. The moment this is done, she will continue to do those again. So she could be like, well, before all of this, I was spending this much, or I was shopping this much because. No, she's like, oh, well, that's not relevant anymore because I'm not doing it right now. Yeah, of course you're not doing it right now because you can't, or you're too afraid to, like, so, whatever, dumb.
Shop anymore. I'm too scared to even buy on Amazon, because I don't want anything coming in here. I do have things that I've ordered from Torrid. There is a package from Amazon. I have like my makeup subscriptions. I do have them, and they all were delivered before this whole thing started happening, but I still haven't opened them because I'm afraid. I don't know.
No, that's just being stupid. Like, come on. Like, the thing is, you were still going out to eat at restaurants before this became as big as it was, and I'm talking the week prior, you know, when people still had the disease, but it just wasn't as widespread as it is. So you could have still caught it then. So, like, you're just being, that's just extra stupid. Like, come on.
Why don't you walk Twinkie? I do. We hang out outside a lot in the yard. How much do you spend on eating out in a week alone? 0. Ever since this whole thing.
Yeah.
If we go back and think.
Exactly, because of this whole thing. Like, but on average, before this, like, I think people need to see, and that's the thing, people need to word their questions so specifically that she can't, you know, come up with some stupid way of maneuvering around the question. Because she does that a lot in this video. It's like...
Think about it, though. Before this whole thing started, honestly, I have, like, weird phases where I eat out, like, months ago, where I would eat out, like, every single day. But then when I started getting on track, like, maybe it was twice a week. It honestly depends. I have gone anywhere between hundreds of dollars a week to only 40 a week, you know, or even $0 a week. It just depends. Any positive things for you? Hope you're well. I hope you're well too. Any positive things? Honestly, I can't think of a single positive thing that has come out of this, and I feel heartbroken for everyone having to deal with this, which is everybody. Have you ever considered weight loss surgery? I have before. How are you staying busy during Animal Crossing? Are you keeping your New Year's resolutions? No, because I suck. What's your favorite Bath and Body Works scent? I really like champagne toast. Are you tired of the same old yet? Yes. Been tired, been done.
See, this part I find funny because I don't know what same old they're talking about. This is her normal life. Her normal life is same old. I've been watching her for like, what, 2 years, and I have never once seen a video that is different from the videos I've seen in the past month. Not a single video. I can't think of anything. Like, maybe her being outside, but she's still always sitting in her car, always doing nothing, always eating something, but always sitting and like, so please. And the one time she walked to a tree. Oh, I'm sorry, but whatever. Like,
I'm over it. Why do you think is an excuse to slack off on your weight loss? Why do you act like you've been devastated by the you still have steady income? I don't have steady income right now. My money is so low. It's the lowest it's ever been.
Now this I can't attest to because I have no clue. I don't keep track of how many views her videos get, to tell you the truth. I have no idea. Could care less. So maybe this part is true. But there's no way that her typical expenses would cost nowhere near what she's been making. So even at a lower rate, I feel like she should still be fine. Like, come on. $10,000 a month? If I made $10,000 a month, oh my god, I would have so much extra money, it's ridiculous. You know, I would definitely have a house that I'd be paying for. So, I mean, in that respect, if she had bought a home and was having to pay the mortgage and all that stuff, okay, I could understand that, but she's still renting a house. How are you renting a house? You make $10,000 a month. You should have been saving that effing money up and gotten a house of your own. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's so stupid.
In the last few years, this whole thing has affected everybody in their own way. And I see what it's done to people, and it honestly messes with me. I feel so heartbroken for you guys. The last video I uploaded took me 3 tries to film. I still have one of the tries. The whole time I was bawling my eyes out for other people. The deaths, the sicknesses, people losing their jobs. It has been so hard for me to, like...
You know, it's difficult for me to watch her cry and feel sad for people because I don't feel like it's genuine. I really don't feel like she feels that sad. Like, she can put on a show all she wants. But the fact that, number one, she and no one that she knows on a personal level is sick. And number two, I don't care even if her money is a little less, she's still making a lot of money because I know she's still getting thousands and thousands of views on these videos. Those reasons alone, you know, tell me that it hasn't fully affected her. Like, not really. Like, I'm gonna be honest too. Okay, yes, I'm out of money, for sure. But thankfully, a lot of my bills are allowing me to be late within 2-3 months. And so that's great, that's helpful. But other than that, like, I don't know anyone who has died or gotten sick. And I hope I don't ever know anyone. But, like, on that personal level, it hasn't affected me. Now, yes, I do feel a deep sadness for those that have passed away. I feel a deep sadness for those who have completely lost their jobs, and especially those whose landlords won't allow them to be late or give them any kind of help. You know, people who are facing eviction, which actually I think that's the only thing you cannot do this month, or like, I forget, is evict someone who can't pay. I think it's the one thing that a lot of these places aren't allowed to do. I think the government says that. I'm not sure. But, like, I do have empathy for these people. But I'm also not, I don't know. It's just hard to say. Like, I just don't feel it with her. I just don't. She cries crocodile tears so much that even if she is being genuine, I just don't feel it. I don't sense that about her. Like, I don't know. I feel like everything about her is an act. You know, I'm sorry, I just don't believe it.
Like, grasp that, it's hard to explain. I almost wish I was in this alone, because I know how I feel and how much anxiety and pain. I can't imagine how other people are feeling. It's hard. It is freaking hard. A lot of people are dealing with this differently. When it comes to my income and my this and my that, my mental state is messing with my income. I'm grateful that that's like the only reason messing with my income, because I keep putting myself in other people's shoes who have completely lost their jobs.
See, I don't understand that, like how her mental state is messing with her income, unless she's just talking about the fact that maybe she's not uploading multiple times a week or something like that. Then I get that, but that's more on her than anything else. Now, if her views were going down so much that even if she were uploading daily, she'd still be low. Like, that would be more, you know, okay, I can get it because people aren't watching your videos anymore. But just because you not posting enough, like, I feel like that's still on you. Like, I get it. Anxiety sucks, and, you know, I have anxiety sometimes, and I'm lucky that I don't have it all the time and don't have to take medication for it. Because, yeah, that would mess up a lot in my life. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being mean, because, like, I feel like no matter what she says, I'm still going to be like, whatever. Like, I don't know.
I have been helping, actually, as many people as I can with that. I actually recently paid someone's rent. I'm not trying to, like, toot my own horn, but it's like, I am doing what I can to try to make other people...
I wouldn't go that far to say she's not trying to toot her own horn. Like, come on. Like, she could have just said, you know what, I'm helping as best I can, and left it at that. But, no. She's proud of herself, and she wants everyone else to be just as proud of her. And, like, whatever. But trying to tell us that it's not the case, you know, that's where I'm like, look, be honest with us. Be honest with yourself. Don't try to bullshit us into thinking that you're altruistic about your behaviors, and, like, it's all, like, it's so selfless that she does these things for people. So, I don't think so. Nothing she does is ever selfless. Because I can guarantee you, if that person didn't thank her, or if that person, you know, whatever, didn't react in a way that she thought that they should have reacted, she would have had an issue with it. And she would have said something like, well, fine, then I'll never help you again, you know? Instead of just helping people simply because they need the help.
I'm trying to lighten people's loads, is what I'm trying to say here. And I hate what is going on. I literally hate what is going on right now. And it hurts because, like I said, we're all affected in our own way, and I hate that people are like, you're not affected. I don't know how I'm not affected. I have a chance of getting it. Of course, people who are still out there and they're essential workers, which I am so grateful for, the doctors or people at Walmart, just like anyone, people who work in factories, and, like, you guys are the reason why this world is still afloat and we're still, you know, trying to act as normal as possible. But I also feel so horrible for those people. It's like, I feel horrible for the people who lost their jobs, and then I feel horrible for the people who have to literally risk their lives every single day. It is...
Yeah, and it sucks. It really sucks. I feel like fast food restaurants should not be essential. I don't know why they're still open. Grocery stores, yes, they're essential, and I understand why they're open, but I also feel like maybe we should be implementing more of a delivery, like a pickup service, where you just go to your car, you know, and then say, I'm here, this is my car, blah, 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 and bring it to the person, rather than everyone going into the grocery store. I think that would definitely be a much better way of protecting the employees at these places, but also the people, you know, who are vulnerable and can get sick.
This whole thing is just, I could talk about this forever, and it's like, I'm almost, like, wanting to become numb to it, because my thoughts are out to everyone who is affected, which is this whole freaking world. And it hurts so bad to hurt for all the people I love, the strangers. You guys, I have faith and I have hope that this will be over within a year, and that's just...
I'm hoping it's sooner than that. At least, you know, people can get back to work and get their lives somewhat more the way they were prior, you know. A lot sooner than a year from now, let's hope.
Me having, like, hope and trying to be as positive as possible, and that's just kind of what we have to hold on to right now. Why do you think it's an excuse to slack off for your weight loss? No shade, no tea, but a lot of weight loss people are not doing good right now. No excuse, I'm just...
Yeah, but that's not what the question was. They didn't ask about all the other weight loss channels. They asked about you. And a lot of these weight loss channels, look, if they're choosing to slack off, they're choosing to slack off. But Alex's Shook made a good point that for a lot of them, their weight isn't going to kill them right this minute. Like, and if they get sick, they're not going to die mainly because of their weight. Whereas you will. Like, it is a huge issue for you, and this should not be a reason for you to stop trying when it comes to your weight loss. I understand, you know, initially not doing as well with your eating, because I did the same thing, but I feel like in my case, sorry kitty, you're hurting my leg. I feel like in my case, I literally physically have been affected because I cannot go to work, and my secondary income that was paying my rent and paying my gas and all that stuff is completely gone because that was babysitting, and no one's hiring babysitters right now. So, like, for me, yeah, I was in a state for a while where I was like, oh, you know, this is depressing. I've since gotten past that. But for you, I feel like the effect isn't that great, and it's not like, you know, you were going to work and that's how you were managing your time and your schedule. Your schedule hasn't changed, so there's no excuse for you.
Same. Great time to binge, great time to overeat. Let's do that. Snack life, you know. What do you watch on Netflix? Honestly, nothing. Are you still doing Freshly? No. Show us a day in your life these days, including your routine, hobbies, leisure activities, work. Honestly, it would consist of me like playing Animal Crossing and eating Reese cups because.
And I hate the way she says it. It sounds like she said Reese. That's not what it's called. Like, learn how to pronounce things. Come on.
I'm just, yeah, that would be my routine. When will you stop third wheeling Destiny and Dana and let them move on with their lives? Okay. First of all, if they wanted to move on with their lives, like, more power to you. I would miss you guys both because you guys are my best friends. And I love you both so much. And I'm also their best friends. So, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why I am not allowed to be friends with my ex. It is.
Sorry, my cat's wanting to, like, be on me, but he won't stop with the claws and he's hurting my leg. I love you, but you gotta stop. I can't have you clawing me. Silly boy, come here. But, like, the funny thing is, if I pick him up and I'm like, oh, come here, let me love you, then he gets mad at me. See, he's my big boy. He's a lot bigger than his sister. He's about double her size. He's that big boy. Hi. I know you want loves, but could you leave me alone so I can make my video? Hmm? What do you think, silly boy?
The craziest thing, and how can I be a third wheel if Becky's on my side? Are we like the third and fourth wheel? Who knows? And how do you know that Destiny and Dana isn't the third wheel to Becky and I? You guys, like, drama. Save the drama for your mama, because it's alright. If you could be any celebrity that's not Miley Cyrus, who would you be and why? First of all, you know me very well. You know that I'm Miley Cyrus obsessed. She's my number one. So if I could be any celebrity, I want to say Billie Eilish because I want to know how it feels to sing like an angel. She has one of the, well, she has one of the most beautiful voices, if not the most beautiful singing voices I've ever heard. I love the way that she sings. So, not that I want to be her, because weird. I want her voice. I want her singing voice. That would be amazing. How is social isolation an excuse to gain weight? If anything, it should be easier to lose weight right now. Please, you know, talk to everyone else who are currently, like, not doing good with their weight loss.
See, I love how she always deflects towards, like, someone else. Like, oh, I don't know, ask all the other channels. I'm like, they're not asking the other channels. They're asking you. Like, yeah, there are other reaction channels out there, and if someone were to ask me a question, I'd be like, well, the other reaction channels do it. That's just such a stupid answer. No, I'm gonna answer you. Like, why am I doing this specifically? Oh, this is why. Just like you should be like, why are you, they're asking you specifically, Amber Lynn Reid or Amber Reid, why specifically are you doing A, B, and C? They don't give a crap about all the other YouTube channels. They can ask them themselves if they want to. Like, you're so stupid. Just answer the goddamn question.
Why do you think you're so attractive? I actually think I am hideously ugly. I have talked about this several times before. I honestly...
I don't believe that 1 second. I've seen many videos, like even just trying to get my screenshots where she's constantly looking at the viewfinder, looking at herself. Someone who thought they were hideously ugly would try their hardest not to see themselves. And she's constantly looking through the viewfinder, so that's bullshit.
I'm an ugly. I'm an actual ugly. I don't know why people think I think I'm attractive. If I post a selfie, great, more power to me.
Stupid. Like, what, her stupid mannerisms. I hate this. What's this? It's stupid. Like, she's always trying to be cute, and she's not. You're not cute, and it has nothing to do with your looks. I'm just saying, in general, you're not cute. Like, stop trying to be cute. It's ridiculous.
That's because I use Snapchat filters. When are you going to college?
Never.
Girl, that's in the back of my mind right now because I ain't got the time. I do have the time. I have plenty of time, but I'm scared to do anything. I'm scared to even breathe the outside air. I do so outside. It feels good. It feels nice. Why do you tell us to ask you questions and then not answer them? I'm here.
Exactly.
Here.
Exactly. There are at least 3 questions I can think of right now that you did not answer. You just deflected them and said, oh, well, ask this YouTuber, why do they do it? I'm like, why be a YouTuber if you're going to do something simply because other YouTubers do it? Like I said, I watched reaction channels for a year before I even decided to make my own. And then I thought, you know what? I have a lot of insight that I think could go into these videos. Also, a lot of the reaction channels that I watch don't say certain things that I think they should have said. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me say these things then. And let me get these things out. And that's why I do it. But I still try to make it my own thing, you know. So it's just stupid.
Opinion on Young Dumb Honey Bun.
Young Dumb Honey
Don't know what that is. No idea.
Okay, from what I understand, they're a reaction channel to her. And if that's the case, I'm going to watch them. Because that sounds awesome. In fact, I might look them up.
Do you time travel?
Young Dumb Honey Bun.
I do not time travel. So I play in real time. Do you feel like you got the last laugh because you've over 6 years now and all of us are now? And also, yes, like me going to like appointments and like, you know, I...
See, the problem is she muted this, so I have no idea what the question was. I know she's mocking whatever she's gonna, this answer right here is a total mock. That's why she's doing that stupid voice. As though whatever she's saying isn't true, you know, but she's just stupid.
I used to work several jobs, and you know, the shopping and the going out to eat and the constant shopping that I had and the constant going out to eat and going over to my friend's house and like being third wheel, like just all of it was so, oh my god.
She's so stupid.
You guys are gonna hate me after this video. It's just, can we get some graphic novel recommendations? Saga, point blank period, Saga.
And quit with your point blank period. It sounds so stupid when you say it. Like, that's not a saying that anyone uses. That's some bullshit that you've come up with. Like, please. Learn words and phrases and sentences and whatever before you come on here, please. And I think she's too dumb to go to college. That's why she only lasted a semester, because she's too dumb. Like, I'm sorry. But it's true. I don't care. Call me mean if you want. She's not smart. Like, and I'm not the only one who said it. She is not smart.
So creative. The storyline is amazing. Like, who are you doing? Who are you doing? What are you doing? So good. And the things that they come up with, like the creatures, obsessed. So I recommend that for sure. Are you still adding friends on MyFitnessPal? I definitely need to start going on there again for sure, because how do you feel about YouTube starting to demonetize big channels? I haven't heard of a big channel being demonetized. That's not good. I feel bad for them for sure. Please talk with or about Becky. Becky's wonderful. I really want her to film a video with me actually, but I'm not gonna force her. She doesn't like the hate, obviously. Why did you eat that 20-piece McNuggets? What? I haven't had a 20-piece McNugget in so long, months and months and months and months and months. To be honest, that sounds bomb. Why did I eat it? When did I eat it? Probably because I was hungry. Do you believe in law of attraction? I do. Are you posting a weigh-in tomorrow? No. How do you fight off the hate you get? I try to ignore.
You don't even say you try to ignore it. That's why you're always doing videos about, oh, everyone makes me so sad and they're haters and they say this and that makes me want to binge. You don't ignore shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly. More vlogs, please. My vlogs literally suck.
Okay.
Are you going to cut your hair? Sometimes I want to and sometimes I don't. It's very, very confusing. How are you doing? I wish I was doing better. What's the next diet you're going to fail? I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it.
I love that question. I love it. Probably the one that she's doing now, her non-diet diet, I'm assuming, whatever she's calling it.
Guys, I'm down like almost 70 pounds, and it's just so like confusing how people still, you know, act as if.
Because you were down 86 pounds and then you went up 250, so that means nothing, because your way of dieting, your way of trying to lose weight isn't healthy and isn't sustainable, because you're still allowing yourself to eat what you want. You're just not binging, okay? That's not really a way of, like, and you're sort of calorie counting, but not calorie counting. Like, you don't have a set way of losing weight and trying to get healthy, and your mindset's not there. So we all know you'll gain that 70 pounds back within the year if you continue on the way you are. No doubt in my mind. Especially the fact that you're already not watching what you eat now because of all that's going on.
I'm actively gaining weight. It's so weird. Do you believe you're a narcissist? No. And they asked why or why not. Because I'm gonna be honest. I got called a narcissist so much on YouTube. I've never been called that in my real life, by the way. That I started like doing research on narcissism, and it made me believe for a minute that I really, really was. And I was like, oh my god. So I started doing these like stupid tests and stuff. And then the funny.
Yeah, we've seen the videos.
The thing is, like, almost on cue, I started seeing all these memes about like how if you research narcissism, it'll make you believe that you're a narcissist when you're not. It's actually really funny. But I know that I'm not, because I think the biggest thing about if you're a narcissist versus if you aren't is empathy. And if I am near someone who's crying, I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out. It's really bad. Please, I wish you guys would know me in real life. I honestly do. I feel other people's pain more than I feel my own. And I honestly hate that part of me more than anything, because it's humiliating. It is. And it's like I'm able to go in people's shoes and like understand them and see their point of view, and it's like I feel other people's like emotions like a lot, and that's one of the biggest things. Like if you're a narcissist, you don't have like empathy at all.
Yeah, but the question is, do you really have empathy, or do you just pretend to have empathy? That's the thing. Like, are you good at faking it for your own purposes? Because narcissists don't always come off narcissistic. Sometimes they're really good at playing it off. So That doesn't really mean much.
Have you been writing in all of your planners? Not recently. Why are you a lesbian? Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there because...
That's a pretty funny question. Like, I mean, it's funny because it's like, it's just so random. Why are you a lesbian? Like, let me look down and say, well, it's like, why are you not? I guess is the question you should be asking too. Like, if you're gonna ask someone why they're a lesbian, that's just funny.
Why am I a lesbian? We all know why. We all know why. So, you guys.
And I love how she says that, like, we actually all know why. Like, I mean, yes, people are born straight, gay, whatever, but the way she's saying it, it's like she thinks that we know why she thinks we know why. You know what I mean? Like we know what she's referring to, because I got no clue what she's referring to.
I haven't ate on camera since I said that I wasn't going to, and now that I have this in front of me, I'm, you know...
Oh, she's so stupid. I haven't ate on camera. I feel like that's grammatically incorrect, and I hate when she says it. I haven't eaten on camera. That's the proper way of saying it. Learn your grammar, girl. Come on.
Oh. There, yeah, cause...
It's a Reese's piece. It's a Reese's cup. Like, come
I
on.
usually suck on them, but... I don't think you guys want to watch that.
I wouldn't call that eating on camera. It's a Reese's. Come on.
What are you doing?
Touch my baby.
What are you doing?
Can't touch my baby.
It was so funny. I did a little mini walk with her the other day. And she's even so skinny giddy that when the leash was on her, she kept this part. Oh, she's farther away than I thought. What the heck? Her collar. Her head kept slipping through it, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Because at one point, I didn't even realize that it happened. I'm just like, la la la. And then I turn around, and she's just like, not connected to the leash at all. It was honestly really funny.
I kind of wonder what Amber considers a mini walk. 2 steps. We're good.
See, this is one of them times where I'm like, okay, the video is filmed. I've done this a lot recently. A lot. The video is filmed. Okay. Now do I want to upload it? Because people are going to hate on me. They're going to get mad at me for this. They're going to say that I said the wrong word. I said something I shouldn't have. I said a sentence. I said a joke. I did something I shouldn't have. And oh, look, she has dandruff in her hair. And yes, I really got dandruff. It's just like, that's what I deal with every single time. Every single time I upload. It's like...
Yeah, but a lot of what people tell you could take into consideration. For instance, writing out a script before you speak so that you sound a little more intelligent than you do would be great. Especially for someone who doesn't know how to use words properly. Maybe making sure that you've said a word correct. I don't know, like, there are just certain things you could do to make yourself not sound as stupid, but you tend not to. So yeah, people are gonna nitpick. I mainly just nitpick about her grammar and the stupid, situation and all that stuff she does. That's just so annoying.
What did I say wrong? What did I do there? Okay, well, I should delete that. I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm actually going to upload this. As you guys can tell, I'm in a very talkative mood. I really miss uploading. You know, this is how I pay my bills. I have watched a lot of YouTube channels lately where they just talk about how, you know, a job is a job, whether you want to do it or you don't. You know, a lot of people have the opportunity to have a job that they truly, truly love, and they get to go to work every day, and they just love it so much. But then there are a large quantity of people, like more than there should be, who have a job that they don't care for, and they do it because...
Yeah, see, my thing is, though, like, calling it a job is one thing, but treating it like a job is something else. And the fact that she puts no effort into her videos whatsoever. I mean, Philip DeFranco. Yeah, his job is YouTube, and he's great. Mr. Atheist, who I love to watch. He's great. Like, he does a good job with his videos. I'm trying to think who else. I can't think of a lot of people off the top of my head right now, but I mean, there are people who put the effort into editing their videos. And I'm not saying she needs to be that advanced, because, you know, whatever. But any effort would be better. You know, always making sure that she's dressed nice. You know, making sure that she looks okay in her videos. Making sure her bed is made in her videos. Like, even though you can see, like, other than just my thing in the background, I still, like, was like, okay, what does it look like? You can't see my unmade bed, you can't see certain things, so I'm like, okay. So it was like a compromise, you know, I'm dressed, I'm not in my pajamas. I look at myself before I start recording just to make sure I look okay, and that there aren't any things that I'm not noticing. So, I mean, it's just certain things like that, but she puts no effort at all. So, I don't know how she considers it a job. No, she just records on her camera, posts it up, puts an intro sometimes, and that's it. Anyone can do that. Toddlers can do that. They can literally record themselves. I've seen a lot of people who show pictures of their kids that get a hold of their camera. Kids make their own videos. Like, that does not make you working. You know, it doesn't make it a job. You're not working. Like, I'm sorry.
They know that they have to, because they have to have a roof over their head, you know? And I just think it's silly for people to have the mind frame of only do YouTube if you're passionate and only film when you really, really want to. I think sometimes you have to kind of balance that. I feel like there's a fine line, because, I mean, it's probably like that for anyone, really. Like, even authors, like, you love to write. I'm gonna use Danielle Steele as a person. I love her, adore her, I love her books. I know that's like really weird, because every time I tell people that, they're like, what, that's so weird. I honestly love her. I love her as an author. Amazing. She comes out with yearly, on average, about 2 novels. Sometimes just 1, sometimes 3, but on average I'm gonna say about 2. And I think that's just what she's done for so long, that it's kind of like, okay, so here is your deadline, you have to have this book done at a certain time. And even though writing is her passion, I'm sure sometimes she doesn't want to do it. And it's her job, so she has to. And yes, YouTube is my passion.
Yeah, but Danielle still has a talent for writing, and she has people that help her with the publishing, and they have, you know, people who proofread her work, so that she doesn't, it's not like she's coming out with books that she literally wrote in her car, and she's like, here, read this. You know, they've been edited, they've been looked at, they've been, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's a job, and that's something she does. But whereas you're concerned, you can't really compare yourself to someone like her, because the quality of your videos are crap. But like, you usually look like shit on your videos. You don't know how to use words properly, nor do you know how to pronounce them properly. So there's a lot about you that, like, if this were really a job, you should make your channel better, and you don't. When people give you criticism, even if it's just constructive, you don't take it into consideration. You get defensive, and it's like, people are telling you how to better yourself, and you're not listening to them. So you can't compare yourself.
And lately I haven't been wanting to do it. So I haven't been, but I have to be like, this is a responsibility that I have. I have to keep the roof over my head. I have to feed my widow Twinkie stores. She's like, can you bring it on? I have bills I have to pay. That's just responsibility. And it's silly to sit here and just be like, yeah, I get paid for YouTube, but I have the option if I want to, you know, upload. No, it's not really like an option at this point. Excuse me, I burped.
Yeah, but you have the luxury of YouTube being the way it is, where even someone like you, because I can guarantee if she were trying to work for some bigger YouTube channel, you know, one that had editors and producers and all this stuff, they wouldn't hire her, not in a heartbeat, because her work ethic is crap. She, number one, like I said, she can't speak properly, so they're not going to have someone on camera who can't talk properly. But because she can upload her own videos and create her own content, sure, she's on YouTube, and she's just lucky that people like to watch her or hate to watch her, and that's how she gets her views. Like, she's lucky that people like Jake Paul and Trisha Paytas, who are dumbasses, can still make a lot of money. It's like, so she's just lucky it works that way, and maybe one day it won't anymore, and then she's gonna be screwed.
I don't really want to edit this video. Real raw high here. So
yeah, exactly, because you're lazy.
That's just how it is, and I just noticed a lot of YouTubers being more open with that lately, and it's actually, I'm actually kind of loving it. I recently watched a mukbanger who I talk all the time. See, I'm manic. It is manic. It is mania, and it's whatever. I recently watched a mukbanger, and they were talking about how, like, literally, this is a job. You know, you have to do it. What am I talking about? Like, what? I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like I had, like, a reason what I was saying, what I was doing. I just feel like I'm rambling, and people are gonna get a hoot out of this. I'm gonna...
Yeah, and see, like, this is not a job for me. I do this because I love it. It's fun. I don't care if I ever make money off of it. As long as I can keep my income I have, and I can still do this on the side, I will always do it. I think it's fun. But, you know, I don't put a lot of effort into editing other than adding an intro and an outro and adding music and, you know, cutting certain things that maybe I think are going to be boring or whatever. Mind you, I don't always do that. But I'm also not claiming this is a job, and I'm not claiming to be a professional. You're not a professional YouTuber. Like, there is a difference between what you do and what an actual professional does. I'll be like, so you need to just get over that delusion right now.
I'm just gonna say, the thumbs down on this video is gonna probably be quadruple the thumbs up.
Maybe.
You know, I'm used to it. I'm used to it being double. I'm just used to it all. If you guys are wondering, the nail polish I am using is Cuccio Color in Mercury Rising. So that is what I'm using right now. I still haven't bitten my nails. They're growing. Oh my god, this is the longest they've ever been. I can't get over it. It's so crazy. So, future of my YouTube. We all only live once. I am going to upload what I want. I know I say that all the time, and it's like hogwash. Literal, actual hogwash, because I do not upload what I want, like, ever. I'm always trying to have a certain image. It's like, I'll film all these mukbangs together and then upload those like on some type of mukbang channel. And then the next thing, it's like weigh-ins, and this is what I eat to lose weight. It's like, it's not real. I just want to...
That's stupid. I don't think she cares much about her image. Like, come on. Like, half the shit she posts. Come on. No more than Chantal does. I would love for Chantal to come on there and say, I care what people think, or, you know, I care about how I come off. Like, bitch, no, you do not. Like, come on now. Don't fool us. Like, we're not that dumb.
Be real. This is me. This is it. This is my channel. And it is what it is. I miss the old Amberlynn on YouTube. I miss her. She is the reason why I have a roof over my head. She's the reason why I can take care of myself financially. She's the reason why I have all of you wonderful subscribers and viewers. She's the reason why. And yes, I want to be a new, improved old Amberlynn. It's just, she was so free. She was so free. And she didn't have all these constant, like, oh my god, what are people going to say about this video? Blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to just upload more and just be free with my content and not so restricted. I feel like people want to put me in a box, and I am so freaking tired of it. It is honestly so annoying. It is so annoying. I'm just going to be downright honest right now. I am not going to be put in a box. You guys can put me in a rectangle or a circle. I don't care.
See, I love that. You know, boxes come in all shapes and sizes, right? They are rectangular and circular. So, yeah, just so you know that. But you're stupid. Like, no one puts her in a box. She puts herself in a box by doing the same shit she always does. Like, she has full control over her videos and full control over what she posts. If she's going to sit here and worry about what everyone else thinks, then that's her own damn problem. Like, that's not my problem. I could care less, you know, like, how people take her videos. Like, post whatever you want. You know, that's my thing. It's like, if you want to start doing mukbangs, do them. They're stupid. I don't understand them. Never will. But there are people out there who like them. So do them. Enjoy. Have fun. But then don't come on here later and say, oh, I'm so sad. I'm, you know, heavy again. And, oh, my health is bad. And, oh, this and this. Yeah, well, obviously. Of course it's going to be. Just like I'm not going to sit here and eat ding-dongs and then wonder why I'm 350 pounds almost, you know? So, you're just stupid. Like,
but I'm not, I'm just not going to be put in a box. I'm just not. Because I have several sides of me, and I'm sure you guys have seen that, and I don't just want a weight loss moment. I don't just want a mukbang moment. I just don't. I don't. I want everything and anything, and if I want to upload a video of me sweeping the floor, I should be allowed to do it.
Do it.
I don't know, I just should. If you have a YouTube channel, you should be allowed to upload what you want, when you want, how you want.
Within reason, of course. Nothing illegal. Nothing predatory towards children. That sort of thing, you know, yeah. So maybe not everything you want, because there are certain things, like, no one, like, naked, probably not a good idea. That would be taken down. Hurting your animals is definitely not a good thing. You know, like, certain things, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to post. But, like, whatever. Post what you want. If it's legal and within reason and it's something you're passionate about, fine. But don't post a mukbang simply because you know it's going to get views. And I burped. I know I did. It was a little one. You might not have heard it, but I did. Excuse me. But, like, you know, don't post it simply because of the views, because that's stupid. That's not doing what you want. That's just doing what's going to get you money. And I think that's the thing that she's that she's confused about, or that she's delusional about, is that, like, she wants to post certain things because of the views she's going to get. Not so much so because there's something she really wants to do. But if she really wants to do a mukbang and that's something she loves to do, then post it. Look at friggin' Chantal. I think she's a horrible garbage person, but you know what? She posts what she wants, and she's enjoying herself, so who cares? Like, and as of right now, she's not talking about how unhealthy she is and how sad she is that she can't walk 5 feet. Like, and that's great. I could tell her, this is why you eat like crap. Like, we've seen what you eat, so let's do it. Do what you want, and stop blaming us, trying to make us the reason that you're not, or trying to make us the reason that you're gonna gain weight again. Like, that's dumb.
And I just feel like a lot of people subscribe to me knowing the type of person that I am, assuming the type of person I am really, but knowing the type of content that I upload. So it's like, you subscribe thinking I was going to change, which I do. I go through so many changes. Oh my god, just thinking about it is just thinking of my...
You don't actually change. None of them have been changes. They've just been extensions to your already horrible way of being as a person. So, like, it's not changes. You've not changed. Your attitude hasn't changed. Your bullshit hasn't changed. So that's ridiculous of you to even think that, yeah, you've actually changed. And no, deep down, none of us really expect you to change. Do we hope you will change? Of course. Because no one likes you as you are. I'm just going to be honest. No one who watches you likes you as you are. Because you're not a nice person. And no one likes Chantal as she is either. But as long as you're honest about who you are and honest about why you do the content you do, then maybe people would like you a little more. Like, just be honest. That's all we're asking. Be honest to yourself. Be honest to us. And stop being so full of shit. That's the best way. Just stop being so full of shit, please.
The last 6 years, it's been a crazy train. It's been a crazy road. And I think a big reason why I haven't been filming lately, not just because of depression, I'm literally not motivated, and I feel like I'm manic all over the place. You know, it's because I'm put in a box and I feel like I had no options. I feel like I had to talk about weight loss, and it's just like, what do you want me to talk about? Like, honestly, I did start filming, I'll be honest, 3 days ago. It's another video that's down the freaking chute, which I'm not going to upload. I started filming a what I ate today video. It was an off-track what I ate today video because, not really off track. It's just hard. It's just so hard. A lot of people think you're home alone. You have time to be on track. It's like, what?
Yeah, no, like, on that aspect of it, no, it is hard. It's hard being home alone, like, and trying to eat healthy when you have all that food staring at you all day. Believe me, that's why I haven't fully stopped eating the bad stuff. At least when I'm out somewhere, if I don't bring the unhealthy food with me, then it's not there to eat. If I don't buy it, it's not there to eat. But the moment I put it in my house, the moment that I, include it in my grocery list, it's gone. Days after I've bought it. So that part I get. It is hard. But also, that's how you live your life anyway. You're always home all day. 90% of the time you spend is inside the house. That's why you're always so pale looking. You get no sun. So for you, this should be something you're used to, and it shouldn't be as hard for you as it would be for someone like me who spends their time going out and doing things and now has to be home.
What? The reason why I binge and overeat and turn to food is because of emotional reasons. I want to numb myself and create a happiness, and food sends off some serotonin or dopamine. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Obviously.
But it's like, food makes me happy, and it also makes me numb to the bad stuff. So if anything, me gaining weight during this time, or me staying the same during this time, makes the most sense. And that is why so many people are going through it. And that is why I'm not here to judge. I mean, I'm not here to judge no matter what, but it's like, sis, this is not the time. This is not the time to be judging other people.
Every time,
like,
with her time.
I'm not gonna stay here and go through it because it's so crazy to me. I'm just not. You should know morally and like common sense that right now is not the time to be judging other people at all.
Whatever. Shut the fuck up. Like, come on now. Don't get on your high horse and try telling us who we should and should not judge. I'd be like, yes, this crap is happening, and it will pass eventually, and people are dying, but that is the world as it is always anyway. People are still dying all the time. People are still going hungry all the time. But guess what? Reaction channels still exist. Guess what? We're still going to judge you. Like, and you getting on your high horse trying to tell us, oh, you're such a horrible person for judging during these times. It's like, no. Sorry. You don't want to be judged? Stop making videos. That's all I'm going to say. So there.
And I don't think I need to say why. I really don't. It's obvious what's happening in the world, that we need to come together and not tear each other apart. Especially someone with mental problems. Like, Girl, okay, I need to stop this video. It's over 40 minutes.
No one says anything bad with the fact that you have mental issues. Everyone has them in some way, shape, or form. That's not the issue that people have with you. It's your attitude. It's who you are as a person. Like, you can take all that away, all the mental issues you have. That doesn't take from the fact that you're such a garbage person, just like Chantal. You might not be as much of a garbage... Okay, you're not as big of a garbage person. Like, I feel like she's worse. But maybe you're worse just in different ways. I don't know. Like, I think you try to play the victim more so and try to play innocent more than Chantal does. And so you come off differently, but I feel like you're still just as bad of a person as she is. So just calm down. Like, calm the fuck down. Okay? Don't be telling us how we're acting is immoral. Like, you're ridiculous.
I've almost been sitting here for an hour literally talking about nothing. I've said so much, but I've said nothing.
Like usual.
Upload this, Amberlynn. A part of me wants to delete it. Anyways, if you guys have watched this far, Twinkie is getting comfy, look at her. If you guys have watched this far, there's a secret code word I want you guys to say at the bottom in the comments. But I feel like it's just going to be overflooded with hate, but still, we can test it out. I want you guys to say pineapple down in the comments. Because I'm curious how many people actually watch to the end. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be watching this part and still not comment pineapple, but I'm just curious, like, is anyone really going to watch a 40+ minute video of me talking, like, about nothing at all?
Surprisingly enough.
I'm sorry. So I do want to finish this and say that I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I never want to take you guys for granted. I am grateful for you guys and thankful for you guys.
Lies.
And I just feel like I don't say that enough.
Yeah, she's so thankful. That's why she literally spent this entire video blaming us for how, you know, we treat her and how that makes her as she is and how we need to stop judging her, and yet she loves us. Yeah, whatever.
And I know a lot of people on here are rude to me, but there's also a lot of people on here who consistently give me chances and consistently see the real me, and that is...
Yeah, a lot of us have consistently given you chances, but at some point, we become smart, and we realize that you don't deserve those chances, because obviously, it's like... they go into the void, basically, because you're not changing anything about yourself, so why bother giving you the chances in the first place? The people who are still giving you chances after all these years, I don't know what to say about them. Like, obviously, they don't have eyes wide open yet to you, you know, they're not quite seeing it. I don't know why. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe they have lower IQs, I'm just saying, I don't know. Like, cause come on, if you've been watching her for any length of time, you cannot still support her and think that she's going to change and do better. Yeah, she's been losing weight, and I will not take that from her. But remember, she lost 86 pounds once. Guess what happened? She gained 200. So, like I said, that will never change until she goes about it the right way, and I don't think she ever will.
What I appreciate the most is that you stand by and you just watch. You watch and you see what's going to happen next. But yeah, I really truly appreciate the people who accept me for me. That's amazing. So I really do.
See, I love how she wants people to accept her for her when she doesn't even accept herself. She really doesn't. She doesn't accept herself for herself. That's why she's always trying to change and figure out, like, what's better that she can do and stuff like that. That's why she's always getting mad at people for giving her any kind of criticism. If she were happy with who she was, it would show, and she would stop getting so defensive all the time. I'm happy with who I am. I may respond to hateful comments, but not in a way where I'm, like, trying to be defensive. Like, look, I am who I am. I will always be myself. I can't deny who I am. And if you like me and you like what I have to say, great. And if you don't, that's okay too. Like, I don't need everyone to love me for who I am. I have people in my life that love me. I love me. So that's what matters.
I appreciate that. I just wish a lot of you knew me in person, because you soon find out, okay, she's not the mean, narcissistic, lying piece of poo-poo doo-doo that I thought she was. Hands down, I can tell you that. But that's just how it is. Like, people watch people online and they kind of create their own story about them. Why am I still talking? I'm gonna go.
And that's what we ask ourselves many, many times. Why is she still talking? But, okay.
Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Sorry, I was going to try to take that as a screenshot because she looked ridiculous doing it. Okay. No. I fucking hate this. Stupid thing wants to do that every time. It drives me nuts. No. Thank you. Well, this is the next one I'm going to respond to. Not right now, because I need to get up and walk around and use the restroom. But, okay. Well, there was that shit show that is the life of Amber Lynn Reid, or Amber Reid, now that she can't use that. But, does anyone really believe that she's sincere? I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves. No, I certainly don't. She can lie to herself all she wants to. She can get mad at us all she wants to. But none of us are to blame. The mean ones, the nice ones, I don't care. We're not to blame. She can try and make us the bad guy all she wants to. It is not true. I'm gonna let you guys go. This has been a long video. I still gotta edit it and work on some things for school. So, thank you guys so much.